Welcome to 3D Learning, Economics Video 4. The story is about Sweden, and the challenge is, does big government and inequality and social equality, the challenges, and should the government, now there's a growing gap between the rich and the poor, that equality is becoming unbalanced. So what should they do? What is the solution? And that's the end debate question we want to address. Last week we talked about maybe making an outline. Outlining is very important because you put your ideas into very precise information bites. Very small bites, and that will help you, if you learn to do it, to create faster and more efficient reference time. That means that you can find the information you want quickly and efficiently, and it will be a lot better for you. If you have to search and read everything, you're going to get tired, you're not going to be motivated. But if you have your notebook and you find that information quickly, then you don't get so tired and motivation is easier to maintain. So from the previous ideas that you have already had about this topic, you read the story, you have vocabulary, you have written ideas about it. Now look at the story again and write the main topic. What is the real topic? There's lots of ideas in the title. We talked about that. But you write the main topic using as few words as possible. Now most of the time I like more words is better. But when you're writing an outline, you don't want to write the story again. You just want to write a few words about everything. And so, what is your main topic? Use 5 words, 6, 7 words, even less. Okay, less is better here. Find one key idea in each paragraph. You have lots of vocabulary in each paragraph, so just use 1, 2 words. If you have vocabulary word, you want to use it, then add 1 or 2 more. Don't do a lot of writing because you want to have everything precise. And here there are 5, and there are as many, I think 10 or more in the story. Each paragraph should have them. Okay? So use them all in the book. Now, if you have more than 2 ideas, and you should list them. Don't limit ideas. Limit the number of words, but don't limit ideas. Build your ideas. Okay? You need them later. Now you take each paragraph and make 2 ideas. And if you have more than 2, that's great. Add them to the list. I just put 2 because you want to use 1 idea and you want to expand it to 2 more. That's 3. 1 big idea, 2 small ideas, and then you can add more, 3 and 4. Ask your teammates, see if they have any more ideas. Always expand. Okay? Use even a sentence, but expand. 2 ideas that make your basic point bigger. So you have to decide first, what is my point? And that's what the main idea is. The main topic and the paragraphs should follow the topic. Everything should be related. That's where vocabulary is important. Remember, choose vocabulary that is important to your topic, to what you want to talk about. Not the big story. Just what you want to talk about. When you write your ideas into arguments, use 1 paragraph for each point. it's easy to speak less. But you want to have the whole idea in your head. So you add a paragraph for rebuttal and contrasting argument. So if you say, this is true, paragraph 1, point 1, what is opposite? What is not true? Sometimes you find it in the story. You have to maybe go to the original story. Or maybe if you go to the original story, the URL is there. You go to the original story and you find other stories that are listed on your browser. Go to those stories. Find information that is about your argument, your ideas. So write them out. So now you have the for and against. Your idea and the opposite idea. Your idea and the opposite idea. Okay? Later, you can see how this works together, because you can see how the opposition is going to attack your idea. This is just the beginning. And the more point, rebuttal, the more you can do that in the writing, the better it is. And use your team. Don't forget, this is, debate is a team idea. It's not an individual idea. Okay? So, use your team. In the introduction, use the 10 paragraph ideas to communicate the order of your argument. You don't have to put all 10. Put 5. But make a sentence for each so that the sequence follows. Your introduction tells me everything about your story, about your argument, how you're going to present it. Your introduction needs to follow that. So in your team, you want to put, okay, we have 5 people in the team. We have 5 points. We put those 5 points, and who's going to be number 1? Who's going to introduce the idea? Who's going to close the idea? And you need to follow them in sequence as you do it. Okay? That's very important, and if at this point you want to write out those, then you can do that. And introduction and conclusion are equally important as the rest. But get that paragraph for and against, for and against, for and against. Okay? My argument, the rebuttal. My argument, the rebuttal. My argument, the rebuttal. That's what you want. So, it's a little bit short this week, but if you think writing needs more time, I think it does. So there aren't a lot of work except for the writing. Write out your arguments in paragraph form. Each team member should do this. Or you do it collectively and it takes time together. Spend time to write out the arguments for and against. Make 2 or 3 arguments. You have each team member has one big argument. Make 3 little ones under it. And get that rebuttal. Well, how would you oppose those statements? Grammar is not as important at this point, but communicating both sides of your points is important. And that's why you made the outline. The outline will help you, and you build and you expand the outline. You have the basic outline here. Each team member takes 1 point that they will argue because it's too big for everybody. Take 1 point and they expand it with 2 or 3 more points. Okay? And present your arguments or oppose another person on theirs. That's what you want to do when you come back to class. You want to have those arguments ready as a team, and if you don't have enough people for team opposition, you already have the opposition, and you can have a little bit of a debate already started because you've thought through the arguments, and if you want to expand, you can make new arguments. Just because you started, it brings new ideas. The idea is starting equals new ideas. Just like pushing a ball down the hill. You push it down, and the faster it goes down, the faster it goes. So, that's our video for today. Make sure you do that. Come to class ready to propose what you need to do. I'll look forward to seeing you in video 5.